What if the Bible you've trusted your entire life is concealing an explosive cosmic conspiracy? A hidden divine council of supernatural beings orchestrating battles from shadowy heavenly realms, where a single word like ruach ignites with raw power. Is it the howling wind of judgment, the desperate breath of resurrection, or the untamed spirit of God Himself invading our broken world? Have you ever wondered why the ancient Hebrew
Alma
mysteriously transforms into the Greek
Parthenos,
sparking virgin birth controversies that could rewrite the very foundation of your faith? Or how Elohim secretly points to a plural assembly of gods, with Yahweh reigning supreme amid fallen Nephilim giants and Eden's forbidden temple secrets that echo through eternity? Imagine the Septuagint exploding Hebrew enigmas into a philosophical inferno, injecting extra books like Wisdom of Solomon, where Logos preshadows Christ's divine intellect. Did those 72 translators deliberately amp up Psalm 22's pierced hands and feet to foreshadow the cross, drawing from lost Dead Sea Scrolls that challenge everything we thought we knew? And the King James, its thunderous English hides royal intrigues, where peculiar people masks your sacred covenant identity. Charity elevates love to a weapon against darkness, and Four Corners of the Earth unveils ancient cosmic maps fueling end times obsessions. What if these archaic twists were engineered to ignite your imagination for the apocalypse ahead? Lurking behind each verse, ironclad linguistic proofs from Qumran's ancient caves, Second Temple whispers of mythic wars and divine rebellions, pulse-pounding reasons for every wordplay that unmasks profound moral earthquakes, razor-sharp riddles exposing prophetic paths, and interwoven traditions from desert chants to empire-shaking bridges that demand. Are you ready to face the truth? This isn't just a video, it's your personal apocalypse, a heart-racing cinematic plunge into Scripture's abyss, building to a shattering climax where Hebrew's raw reality, what truly exists, Greek's explosive interpretations, what it all means, and KJV's visionary fire, how you must live it, collide in a divine storm of past mysteries, present awakenings, and future reckonings that will leave you breathless, transformed, and begging for more. Don't even think about skipping. Your soul's revelation starts now. My name is Pastor Najam, and I welcome you to my channel, Understanding the Word, where we unravel the divine mysteries that change lives forever. We begin our epic quest at the very genesis of divine communication. The Hebrew Bible,
Tanakh,
inscribed in biblical Hebrew from roughly the 12th to the 2nd centuries BCE. This isn't mere ink on parchment. It's a symphony of poetry, jurisprudence, oracles, and sagas woven in a tongue where consonants anchor roots and vowels, added centuries later in the Masoretic text, infuse shifting nuances, creating a linguistic labyrinth designed for eternal contemplation. The Hebrew word
ruach,
doesn't just denote wind's gust or breath sigh. It embodies spirit's ethereal force. In Genesis 1:2,
ruach Elohim
hovers over primordial waters, evoking God's animating presence in creation's void. A tri-layered whisper hinting at windstorms of judgment, life-giving breaths in Ezekiel's valley of dry bones, and the Holy Spirit's descent in prophetic visions. This root system, where words branch from shared consonants, reveals cosmic connections,
ruach,
ties to
reach,
scent, suggesting an invisible, pervasive divine essence that permeates reality like an aroma. Hebrew's unparalleled depth stems from its cultural cradle in ancient Israel, brimming with idioms, puns, and acrostics that demand active engagement. Genesis 1:1.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim buat hei eretz,
is not merely in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, but a structural masterpiece where
Bereshit
plays on
rosh,
head, prioritizing divine initiative, while bara ignites debates on creation ex nihilo. Ancient scribes preserved it with fanatical precision. The 10th century Masoretic text standardized recitation, yet the Dead Sea Scrolls from Qumran reveal subtle shifts that amplify poetic intensity without altering core theology, confirming Hebrew's resilience across millennia. But Hebrew's magic lies in its mythic layers. Enter the divine council, a heavenly assembly of
Bnei Elohim,
sons of God, presenting before Yahweh in Job 1:6, deliberating earthly affairs. Elohim isn't just God, but a plural denoting divine beings in council, with Yahweh supreme, echoing Psalm 82 where God judges among the gods. This ties to the Nephilim in Genesis 6:4, fallen ones from unions of sons of God and human daughters, giants of renown blending mythic geography with moral warnings. Eden itself is a cosmic temple, not a mere garden, with eastward orientation, cherubim guardians and life tree sacraments mirroring the later tabernacle. Eden as sacred space where heaven meets earth. Roots like
Pakad,
to visit, appoint, or punish show divine oversight across cosmic scales.
Tov,
Repeated 7 times as good in Genesis, signifies functional harmony, not abstract ethics. This intentional ambiguity fosters wrestling with the text, making Hebrew a living dialogue with the divine. In essence, Hebrew is ontology incarnate, what reality is. A cosmos governed by Yahweh's counsel, where words forge worlds and every layer invites revelation of divine sovereignty. But what happens when this fiery whisper crosses into a new empire and transforms into something that could ignite the world? Hold on. The Greek Revolution is about to explode everything. Transport to 3rd century BCE Alexandria, a Hellenistic melting pot where Greek-speaking Jews yearned for scriptures in the empire's dominant language. The Septuagint, legendarily penned by 72 scholars, wasn't rote translation but a transformative bridge, infusing Platonic philosophy and making monotheism accessible, yet altered. Isaiah 7:14's Alma, young woman, becomes
Parthenos,
virgin, amplifying messianic foreshadowing for Matthew's nativity. In Psalm 22, like a lion shifts to "they pierced my hands and feet," evoking crucifixion. Isaiah 53's suffering servant gains explicit vicarious suffering that echoes New Testament atonement. The Septuagint expands the canon with books like Wisdom of Solomon, where Logos personifies divine wisdom as pre-New Testament Christology, mirroring John's Logos incarnate. Daniel's timelines adjust toward Hellenistic fulfillments. Mythic elements persist but transform.
Bnei Elohim,
Become sons of God with stoic order. Nephilim become
Yigades,
bridging cosmologies. Greek clarifies Hebrew poetry yet loses puns, spreading the message across Mediterranean synagogues. Jesus and the apostles leaned heavily on the Septuagint. It became the ancient world's Bible, turning tribal oracle into worldwide theology, where messianic fire ignites from interpretive flames. Leap to 1611 England. King James I commissions a harmonizing Bible from Masoretic Hebrew, Septuagint Greek, and Textus Receptus. The King James Version's poetic splendor, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want," captures ancient cadences in Elizabethan English. Peculiar people conveys treasured possession, not oddity. Charity elevates agape love beyond romance. Four Corners of the Earth maps ancient cosmic totality, fueling end times imagination. Nephilim remain giants. Eden evokes temple, and archaic words like conversation hint at heavenly citizenship. The KJV blends Hebrew depth and Greek universality into English eloquence, showing humanity how to imagine and live divine truths in cultural architecture. Diving into biblical Hebrew reaps treasures: accuracy, cultural immersion, sharper hermeneutics, spiritual wrestling, poetic rhythms that stir the soul, and direct encounter with mythic realities. The divine counsel, Nephilim warnings, Eden's priestly call. It transforms passive reading into a dynamic quest. Finally, the grand climax. Hebrew anchors what truly exists: God's sovereign counsel, creation's harmony disrupted by rebellion. Greek reveals what it all means: messianic trajectories, logos wisdom, redemptive suffering. The King James shows how we must live it, as a peculiar people armed with charity, awaiting apocalyptic restoration. Fused together, they paint the Bible's epic panorama: past covenant origins, present redemptive fulfillment, future triumphant kingdom. The real aim is intimate relationship, salvation's story, moral compass, mystical union, turning readers into participants in the cosmic drama. Now, armed with these truths, go forth and wrestle with the Word. Your journey has just begun. Be sure to visit the channel Understanding the Word and subscribe for more revelations into the secrets of the Scriptures, where every video uncovers layers that will redefine your faith.